Hello, everybody. Hello, Five. Hello, my baby Nisha. Hi, Callie Stark. Sick hippie. Hello, April. Hello, Sue. I love you right back. Nerdy Nikki Pineapples, the whole family. Hello, Jacoby. Be lonely. Hello, everybody. Hello. So good to see you. Be lonely. Be lonely. Oh, goodness gracious. Good to see you. Oh, goodness gracious. Come on, Gma. I found this new song I want to. Okay, there it is. There it is. Oh, goodness gracious. My nose just running, my eyes watering. To the morning light. Let me be lonely. Hello, Yak. Hello, JJ. Oh, thank you, Callie Star. Thank you. I don't know how this gonna go. Let me sip a little of this tea. I don't know how this gonna go. Gma just took a Percocet. That's only the third pill I took since I left the hospital Friday, just after 5. So I've been hard headed. I'm so used to people not treating my pain. So Gma be like, I was like, okay, I think I could bear this. So let me just see if I just be still and then I could just say this pill for the next time. Which is silly. It's just silly at this point. But anyway, all right, let's see, y'all. I am glad to see you. Storm! Oh my God, Storm! It is so good to see you, Storm. I love you. I was so sorry to hear about everything that's going on with you, Storm. That is so scary. Oh my God, that is so scary. Yes, Naomi. It's good to be seen, Storm. Oh my God, Storm. We both know on tonight that part. That part. So how you feeling? How are you feeling, Storm? How you feeling? So I got a little bit of a hint because you here, so I know that you are able to recognize the notification. You are able to click to get into the stream. You're able to type into the chat, and the words are spelled correctly. And so I know personally because I was close to somebody that passed away that had that issue, and they never ever regained consciousness. They were just comatose for a couple of years, before they passed. But I know how scary that is. Like it ain't too many things scarier than that. And oh my God, my heart was so broken when I heard that. Hello, my big mama. Hello, big mama. The Fred Sanford. See, I'm already knowing. Look, our sick hippie was in a bad ace was in a badass accident. I got tired of me spelling today. Our sick hippie was in a badass accident, but sick hippie is here in the chat. Our Durf was in a horrific accident, and I saw my baby Durf was live. I missed getting into Durf stream. Happy birthday to my baby Durf. Happy baby. Happy birthday to my baby Rock Rock. And happy birthday to the Prince Oliwall. All of these men, good men. Oh, it shouldn't shock me that all of y'all birthdays was at the same time, right? That part. Happy birthday to all of you. Oh my goodness. There go Durf right there. There go Durf right there. Hello, Durf. I love you right back. Hello, Jenny. I just found this song. I like it. Gmaw's working on a new play. Gmaw gonna have some playlists. Y'all better watch out. If y'all still fertile, I'm just telling y'all right now. Y'all might want to not tonight though, but in a couple of weeks that y'all might have to watch the stream on mute. I'm just telling you that. If you still fertile, you might have to mute me and just watch the hands. Might have to just watch the hands. I'm telling you, cause it's gonna be going down. Gma been finding some really good music. It's been hiding from me all this time. Oh my goodness. Big Mama, I could not think of the name of your song, Big Mama. We got it on the other playlist, and when I was going through all of it, I was like, because I'll hear a song and I go to that song's radio, and the music that was there, I was like, the song you came in here that night, and you was like, I want this song to play at my wedding. And we add, and every time it plays, I was like, this Big Mama song right here. And it seemed like it would have been on that song radio and it wasn't there. And then I couldn't remember the title of the song. Hello, Smack. Thank you so much. It's my tennis. It's my tennis screen. Hello, KK. Hello, Jake Gary. Hello, Dragon Cup. I feel much better, Dragon Cup. I feel much better. Much better than I did Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Much better than I did 4 days ago. There go my baby Rock. I love you, Rock. Happy birthday up in here. Oh my goodness. Oh, play it again. Come on. Oh, one love. Thank you so much for following me. You're doing much better. You started physical therapy today. Okay. I don't know if everybody knows, so I'm not going to say it until Storm says it in the chat. But I was scared to death. Yak sent me a message about Storm, and then y'all sure be looking out for each other, and y'all be looking out for me, because y'all know it's some things that I don't want to miss. I don't care what's going on, and I think this proves it. I think this proves it, that no matter what's going on with me, that please don't think that what I'm going through is just so much, and that I'm so overwhelmed with all of that, that I don't want to know what's going on with you, because if something happened to somebody here and y'all keep it from me, and when I bounce back, y'all gonna make me get on a plane with a switch. I'm telling you that. Please continue to let me know what's going on with my peoples, because I got to contact my folks. I don't care what. I would be more bothered later if I didn't know now, right? Because that was important. Yak sent me a message, and then today Metro sent me a message, and Metro was like, I don't want to feel like I'm a snitch, right? She was like, I don't want to feel like I'm a snitch, but I had to tell you. I was like, yes, I didn't tell her, but I'm thinking to myself, yes, hell yeah, you had to tell me that, right? But Yak had already sent me the message, and Yak said that he would keep me posted with any information or anything that he got. But it was something that it was so scary, y'all. It was so scary. It's like finding out you got cancer is one thing, but having this thing happen to you is one of the scariest things that could happen to a person. Period. It's that. Hit the MPO playlist. Yeah, that. Okay, Naomi, I'm telling y'all better watch out. It's gonna be going down. Hello, Sheena. Hello, Odette. How are you? Not a couple of forevers, Big Mama, not that one. It was the song, it's by a man. So it was past, oh God, a couple of forevers. I could go for that playlist, but not that one. It was you came in and you dropped this one song by a man, and we played it right there. I was like, y'all, we got to add this. And I put it right there. But at the point we were in the playlist, I put it right in there right then. It's a man singing, and let me think about what he's saying. Uh oh, what is he saying? Oh God, oh God, he. Uh, I just got to hear it one more time. Um. Oh God, what is the man saying in the song? Cause you said that you would like to have it for your wedding, and so he was saying some good stuff. I know that. Oh God, I ain't gonna think of the song. Well, I already couldn't think of the name. Oh God, yeah. Do you remember? Every time it comes on, I always say, I was like, this Big Mama song, just like you got different ones. That's Durf song. I always Storm. I always think of Storm every time I put on the Isley Brothers Spinners playlist. Um, Yak takes over the OJs and the Whispers. All different people with different things. But it's this one song by the guy. Oh goodness. So me and you cool, Sue. Me and you cool. We good. Yeah, not Chrisette Michelle. It wasn't that one. 24 months. Tier 3 Rock. Happy birthday to me on your birthday with that. Thank you so much, Rock. I love y'all. Gma, I love the shit out of you. Oh, that part. I feel that in my soul. I feel it, Rock. My baby Joe! Oh my goodness! It's so good to see you, Joe! Joe! I love you, Joe! Joe, how is everything? Oh my goodness, how is Joe, have you graduated? Did you graduate last year? Are you graduating this year, Joe? Joe, how you doing? How are you? Joe was literally the baby of the bunch, right? That's Joe. He was all gold queens. That was all gold queens, baby. And then I just adopted him as my own once I became Gma. And Joe is just one of the most kind men. Well, I could say young men, but Lord, I wish it was some grown men like Joe, right? He gonna be a good partner to somebody one day. That part. Somebody gonna be blessed to have them from Joe, cause Joe been around all this foolishness for some years now, right? Joe was modding and everything and all the different channels, modding and being the VIP and all this stuff and all the different channels. So Joe has been exposed to everything, right? But Joe is a smart, a brilliant young man, right? That Joe has said some things that have really touched me at some really low points since I've been on this journey. I know I brought it up. Every time Joe come here, I bring it up. Joe didn't even remember what he had said, but I just went and I just saw it just a few weeks ago. I went back and I looked at it, but that's my baby Joe right there, y'all. Ooh. Yeah, this was just a lot of stuff, and this stuff that I'm talking about happening. Hogwarts graduate had to start chemo again. Uh, Jazz had the baby, and then Jazz had to was released without the baby, but now uh, the baby is at home, and they everybody is fine and everything, but it's keep on being just these little things, right? These little hurdles, and I don't like it. Well, I'll say this, that I don't like that so many things are happening to so many people in the community, but we keep coming out on the other side of everything that we are going through as a community. We just keep coming out on the other side, and everybody is always there for each other. As soon as we find out, right, everybody shows up for each other, and we are there for each other uh, for the duration, right? Um, just that, but it has really been a lot. I am glad that we haven't lost anybody in the community, but I'm telling y'all, Gma, I'm one of them ones uh, that always look at it at what's the worst that could have happened, and that's where we were spared, right? When you get rear-ended, right? When somebody T-bones you, when you in a car, the car gets totaled. When it's that kind of damage, and car accidents are dangerous, right? People die in car accidents every day, right? Car accidents are dangerous. To walk away from a car accident, it's a big deal. Just because you know that people, oh, I was in a wreck, and they there talking to you and everything is fine, right? To me, I still just see it as it's a miracle that you walked away, right? I don't ever see it as, oh, it was just this little fender bender. No, you were in a wreck and you made it through that, right? Because we know how it could have been, right? It's that. I count the blessings every single time y'all go through something, but I'm glad that everybody just keeps coming out. 'Cause I just don't know what I would do. I don't know. It's so many different things that I thought about in my life. Oh, I don't know what I would do if this happened. Like I was sharing like different people in my family. I was like, I'll be like, well, this person died, and then I think about it. I was like, nope, don't feel nothing. Like I think I'm just gonna be the same. I don't think it's gonna have no effect, and I'm serious when I say this. And I'm talking about people that came out the same vagina that I did. If I heard things, I'd be like, okay. And then, or when I hear that they was had a close call with death, I be thinking wasn't close enough, right? That part. See that's what's wrong with me now. That's what I get. That's what I get. But I'd be like, how this nigga live through this? And then my people over here going through this, right? And he ain't no damn good. How he make it through this? Like God ain't choosy enough for me. All right, let me just stop because I'm going too far. Anshante! Hello, my sister! Oh my goodness, Anshante. I love you. And thank you for your comments. Uh, I know I say this all the time, but Anshante, oh God, I don't want to start naming because I ain't going to even remember everybody right now. Anshante, Sue, Puzzling Doc Katie, Miss Lisa, MSDS 15, all of the women that are old enough to be grandmothers, whether they have grown kids and all of that, right? Those women that are up there in my age group, that they are just special to me. And then we got some men that ain't young. Carl is a few years older than me. Sick hippie ain't no baby around here, right? But uh that though they are just it just my rapport with them is just different. All right, here we go. Here we go. So this is a few songs that I just heard for the first time today, even though this ain't what I planned on listening to. But okay, all right, come on. And so I know that it ain't good etiquette to go into a stream and what they call trauma dump. And I don't like people to do it. I really don't. I don't like when we in here streaming and having a good time and all this, and somebody will come and drop something in the chat. Now I'm forced to have to react to that when I don't want to. Right? It don't mean I don't care about the person or anything like that, but it ain't going with the vibe right then, right? And sometimes the vibe that we having is the vibe that I need for myself. And oh God, Lee, I don't like how this sounds. And but like the song, don't disturb this groove, right? But it's some things are just too important, and and I be needing to know right then. And Storm, that was one of them right then times when that is something that's too serious, right? That is too serious. We don't got no time to waste when it comes to stuff like that, right? Something happened to y'all, just let me know. Don't. We ain't got to worry about no etiquette or nothing. I don't want no outside folks coming in here with no stuff. But y'all tell me right then. Hello, Ashley. Big Mama know the song. You know what it is, Big Mama. I'm so mad I can't think of because it's gonna make me have to go to one of those playlists and I'm gonna have to go all the way down the playlist and find it. Big Mama says she know what I'm talking about. I see my sis streaking up in here. First time. My Jake Carey, no, Dad. Come on, Jake Carey. Jake Carey knows it's the first time. I've told people that Jake Carey is the music woman around here. Jake Carey gave me so much music that I didn't make so much other music off of Jake. Y'all, cause what? Jake Carey been here for every dang stream for 3 years. Oh my good. Let me see when Jake Carey followed. Jake Carey followed. It's been almost exactly 3 years. Jake Carey followed March 19th, 2022. And it's been sub for 27 months. And uh, Jay Carey had never ever missed a stream, right? Until I was happy when I was like, Jay Carey, please don't try to force yourself to be here. The thing I'm trying to get Yak to do is with Jay Carey with her coloring and other things that she is doing that gives her joy, right? But Jay Carey was never ever missing a stream, and I don't care how long the stream was. Jay Carey would be here start to finish as if she was the one on the camera. That's why Jay Carey ain't nothing happened here that Jay Carey don't know. It was called the first time. That is it. Here it is, Scoop. Hello. Good to see you, Scoop. Sims. 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 Thank you. Thank you so much, Sims. Thank you. I needed. I needed those messages. I needed that voice message. I'm so glad that you sent me that picture of me looking sexy. All of the things, Sam's. Thank you so much, Nikki. Thank you so much for all them bits. Oh yeah, we on the page. I got to move those things. I got to move those alerts so when we on this page that I can still hear the alert so I don't miss it. But thank you, Nikki, so much. I love you, Sims. First time by Teach. Jake Carey, no. Kenny! Hello, Kenny! It's so good to see you! Oh my goodness, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I love you. I love you. That's the one. That's the one, Big Mama. Look at Storm. I found love. And y'all, but y'all naming all the songs though. Y'all naming all the ones. Okay, go pull it up, G Mom. Son of a D. Hello, how are you? See, that's what I'm talking about right there. I had a car accident when I was 19, damn near killed Sick Hippie. 3 days in the ICU, over a month in the hospital, 3 months learning to walk again. Sick Hippie say I take whiplash any day, but Sick Hippie know how bad it could have been. No, that's what I'm talking about. Right, Durf. Right. My baby couldn't drive for a long time. My one of the older sisters, one of the twins. Um, I had never known her to drive. She was in a bad car accident and never would drive again. She didn't start driving till well, it's been some years now, but hell, she's 75 years old. So when I tell you it was years. I know it had to be at least 20 years that she did not drive because I had never ever known her to drive, period, growing up. Complete use of your mental function in both hands. That's what I'm talking about, Storm, right there. Hello, Night. Not a pain. Hello, I love you right back. Hello, Leisha. I love you, Leisha. I've been alone a lot. Okay, okay, and I've been so glad that I've been able to I've been able to make it over to Foxy's stream on YouTube with RJ Carey there. At times when I didn't even say, "Oh, I'm gonna be there," I was able just to see that it was on and able just to go in there and catch him. This the song. Hello, my Lotus. I love you, Lotus. And the way that Jay Carey has been there for my son. That part. I know about that. I took a Percocet um literally the moment before I clicked start streaming. But I'm having some pain. But God, I just looked up at myself, looked like my eyes was doing a hard blink. But I'm having some pain, and um for the way that it is, because they found masses with ES on both of my ovaries, but it's just the right side is just so bad. It is just so bad, and the cramps and everything that I was having when I kept talking about being in all that pain and having all those cramps, and that they wasn't taking it seriously enough, and they wasn't giving me nothing to really get me out of the pain. Like I couldn't make them understand. No, this shit it hurt. This shit hurt for real. But I'm really disappointed in the care that I've been getting when uh, well, people that's familiar with cancer, some people have been up close and personal. Um, my mom had it a couple of times, and my sister had both her breasts removed. We had like, and you know now that my niece has a stage 4 liver cancer, and but when I was younger, Aunt Verge died from cancer, and we was there the whole time. Every single day, we were there at the house, and but all those different things, it's still so much that I just don't even understand. But the thing that's scary to me now, for one, when somebody just says you have cancer, right? That's just a shock, right? And especially after they told you you don't, right? I was more prepared in the beginning when the ER doctor said it, and then the GI doctor backed them up, and then turns out that the GI doctor, it didn't have good bedside manner or none of that, but turns out that he was right all the time, right? And I got so mad at him for just talking to me like that, but he was just blunt and just said it. I was like, he ain't even did no tests or nothing. How he gonna be telling me this? And then when I went to my doctor was like, yep, I looked at the report, think he right. And then I go to this new GYN and say, nope, it ain't it. And matter of fact, you don't even need a hysterectomy, because I gave you the labs that you did would have shown if it was something wrong with your ovaries. Because I'm like, let's just take everything out. I don't need it. Right? And then I don't have to worry about it. This stuff runs in my family. We got badass genes. Can we just do a hysterectomy? 6 weeks later, boom, I'm good. I never have to worry about it. No, they've been handing hysterectomies out like candy. You don't need it. We're gonna remove this stuff that's inside of your uterus. We're gonna take out the polyps and all of this stuff, and we're gonna burn the inside of your uterus, and we're gonna do this little birch procedure, and you're gonna be good. You don't need it. Don't worry about it. Ain't no sign nowhere. Okay. I'm like, this some new age, this some newfangled stuff. He know what he talking about. All right. And so I'm gonna roll on with him, and then turns out his ass was wrong at every turn. But yeah, just right down on my lower right side. But I was gonna say the part that bothers me the most is that um uh after they opened me up, right? I was in so much pain before it even started. He was like, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna look first, and if I see anything, we just gonna cut you all the way up, and we gonna take everything out. That oh, he's so big and bad, and he all knowing, right? This the Lord Himself, right? and I don't like that about him. And I'm not gonna be fooling with. I'm just I don't care what happens. I just ain't never ever dealing with him ever again. I'm not. And but yeah, because this is just too much pain for me just to have the denomyosis, right? That is too much pain for that, and I'm gonna look and this what I'm gonna do, right? And and keep getting ready to say the part that scares me the most is that and he sent me home. He didn't tell me nothing about no wound care or nothing. And I end up looking, well, you got this big old stomach, my all this stomach, and where my C-section and stuff is, all this fat, my stomach hangs over that, so anything up under there is hidden, right? But they ain't give me nothing to tell me about wound care, what to do, what not to do. Peel this off, leave that there, put some Aquaphor. Nothing. Ain't nothing about nothing. He it's like once he couldn't do the hysterectomy, like he was just like he just liked doing this type of shit, right? And when he couldn't create his masterpiece, he was like, boom, that's just it with him. He didn't give a damn after that. But so I got this uh uh a big opening in my belly button, and then I got one right down beneath my belly button, but under that big old flap of fat, right? And it is just it's just raw. I looked at it; it was just pink, but it has this uh like an adhesive or something, right? Like if you had some kind of glue and the glue dried and now it's lifting up. I'm like, am I supposed to take this off or I just wait like a scab and let it fall off? Should I be putting something on this raw part? I'm thinking all this different kind of stuff. Or just going to treat it the way I would treat it if one of my kids has something open and what I would do, right? Because it's not just a small little slit, the one that's underneath, that I would put something on there or put some little gauze on there, right? Those are things that I would do for the way it looks to me. He didn't give me no instructions about that. But anyway, the point that I keep trying to get to is that um, he did what he said he was gonna do. When he opened, he put a camera through and he used the camera, and that's when he saw the masses on each of my ovaries, right? And soon as they saw it, and then they have I don't know what it's called, but they couldn't cut anything, right? And so they put this fluid in there, and they swirl the fluid around. They take the fluid back out, and that's what they send to pathology, right? But uh, since they opened it up, and when they see that, and then they have to immediately close you back up, ain't no going on. They can't. But no, let's go on and just do the hysterectomy because somebody asked me that. Well, you're not having no kids or nothing. Why? And they found these masses and stuff on your ovaries. Well, they was finna take your ovaries and stuff out anyway. So why didn't they just go on and take out your ovaries and your uterus? Why they just didn't go on and just take all of that out, right? Well, they can't move nothing, right? And but since they did it, right after that, I was already having these bad cramps, but this pain is far worse than it was before he opened me up. And that part is what is most scary to me. Um, because he just so trifling. I just don't trust him anyway. And so I just don't know if he did things the way that he was supposed to. But I have had far more pain since he opened me up and closed me back up. And when my dad was in the hospital with cancer, he went in, he was jumping rope, exercising, doing everything. before he went in, he just felt sick. Went in, found out he had cancer, took him down and to do surgery on him. When he came out of recovery and brought him back up, his eyes and everything were all yellow. This was just a matter of hours, right? His eyes were yellow, like the color yellow, and and he died inside of 30 days, right? From the day he got there, within that month, my dad passed, but it was after they opened him up, and they end up, and when they opened him up, they didn't do anything. They just opened him up and then closed him right back up, right? But they knew he had cancer when they opened him up already, right? But just the opening and the closing, it just accelerated everything. And he was just, it was like night and day from the time he left that room and we kissed him and he went into surgery to the time he came back up. It was truly night and day. And that's how I feel. The pain is night and day. And it scares me like that because that's the kind of experience that I've had, right? Um, okay, come on. You're going to play and let these just go on and play on down. But so that part that worries me. Um, but I think I just kept thinking that okay, I got this right. That since I didn't have the surgery, I shouldn't have no long recovery or none of that. So I'll be able to stream as we go on and get all of these answers and get a treatment plan and find out all of the stuff that I can just come and bounce back and all of that. But it just haven't been that smooth. It's not so bad. Well, y'all see me sitting here, right? So uh, let me catch up with the chat. Tempo, thank you so much for the raid. Oh, that's what I was saying. I gotta move that stuff over here from the other page. I said that last time. And Zach is back. Thank you both so much for the raids. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. Hello, Twister, Dolphin, Robin. Hello. Hope Pop. Miss Missy. Hello. Azarel, hello. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for being here. Kiro, hello. How are you? Side down. Stilo. Oh my goodness, Stilo. I love you. I love you so much, Stilo. Thank you so much for coming by. It means everything to me. Thank you, Big Stilo. Hello, that princess. Hello, Brandy. That yes, that's what scares me. And when I went upstairs, he told Tiffany one thing on the phone and said something altogether different to me. And like I said, when they put you under, you go through all this talking to the anesthesiologist and all of that. They planning on the surgery to take a certain amount of time, so they're giving you anesthesia based on that, right? And then they open you up and be like, "Oops!" And now they gotta close you up. All in the inside of my lip was all busted open. The all the right past my tongue, all of that back there, and going down the first part, going down my throat. All of that just hurt. It's better today, but so hard where I couldn't swallow. I've been under general anesthesia several times, right? Never ever had any of this, but I'm figuring that they was probably moving so fast that if they'd have knocked some teeth out or whatever they would have did, that I couldn't have been mad at that because they was doing what they needed to do. I knew that they was doing the right thing, right? But yeah, so my lip is all busted all in there and whatever didn't happen with my throat from the tube and all of that stuff. But uh that so I'm knowing that they were moving fast. So I'm like, okay, I could forgive all of that. But just him telling me that he had done all of these labs and that if it was anything going on anywhere that he would know it, and that was a lie, right? It reminded me of Maury Povich. You said that wasn't no cancer on my ovaries. That I didn't have to worry about my ovaries or nothing else. And that wasn't nothing wrong with my uterus because you did the biopsy. So cancer was not a worry at all. Why you wasn't gonna do the hysterectomy, and then you only change your mind because you said I had the adenomyosis, and that was the only way to get rid of the pain. Still no cancer, nothing, nowhere. And then soon as you open me up, it's every damn where, right? And he told me it was stage 4, right? And I was like, well, when he's talking to me and he's saying stage 4, it was like I was there. It was like he was shaking me and waking me up, like he had to hurry up and tell me this so he could leave and go do whatever else he had to do. I'm like, well, you had this block of time that you supposed to be giving me this surgery anyway. You supposed to been operating on me, so it ain't like you had something planned that was just like you gotta hurry up and go. But it's like he's shaking me, and I'm looking, and I remember like reaching up trying to make my hand reach and grab him, and he just took my hand and was holding my hand, and I'm looking at the anesthesiologist and the nurses and all of that, and I'm trying to tell them that it hurt, and they was like, well, we gave you such and such, and child, when they came there with a little cup with some Tylenol in it, I said I couldn't swallow them, and they broke them up. I was like, I'm telling her I can't speak well, but I'm telling her that I'm not finna take no Tylenol. This shit, it hurt, right? And that's what I kept saying. I was like, hurt. And I'm trying, I'm grabbing everybody. I'm telling them it's something wrong. It hurts. And then and I'm laying there, and I'm looking at him, and then I hear him say, um, just stage 4. Just stage 4. That just stands out to me because I know that it can't be no worse than stage 4, and I'm like that. Ain't no way that if it was a test for it, and you did these labs, and if it's stage 4, if there is a lab to show something, and if you're stage 4, then your numbers would be so high that they would know. I could see if it's something that was just starting, and it'd be like, well, the numbers were so low that we couldn't tell or something like that. But if something's stage 4, then ain't no way. that you could have met. Ain't no numbers would have missed that. Even though I never heard of this, but I ain't heard of it because I just don't know everything, right? So just me not hearing of it don't mean a damn thing. But and then Tiff was like, he was telling her that that they couldn't do anything, that they had to leave everything in place because they could uh that for moving stuff around, that um they could cause it to be stage 4, right? And so I really just don't know yet. And I called the primary care physician today, and when they was looking for something, I said, did you just say you was looking for an appointment? Because they got me right back to where when this all started, when I was like, something is wrong. And I was like, look, the ER doc and my other doc said I got cancer. I don't want to wait. And then I had to wait. You had to get the ultrasound. You had to get this. I had to jump all of those hurdles before I could even see this damn GYN, right? And now it's like you got to do the same thing to see an oncologist. I was like, I have cancer now. So why can't I just go see the oncologist? It's like they have to have all of this damn paperwork in order to do the right thing, right? And so I have to talk to the primary care physician tomorrow at 3:20. But that's what I told him. I was like, look, I want to tell you that I'm really, really sick and I'm in a lot of pain and I can't wait. This ain't gonna be no appointment in no few days or none of that. I need to talk to the doctor now, and I need to see the oncologist in the next couple of days. And he went on and gave me the appointment for 3:20 in the morning, 3:20 tomorrow. But I'm still gonna be right back on it in the morning and calling the oncologist because they gave me the at the hospital, because the doctor didn't do nothing. The doctor was like, "Well, I can't admit her for pain. I don't have a reason to write up to have her be admitted." I'm like, this just not making no sense, right? Because this, you can't get me out of the pain, and to tell them to give me a gram of Tylenol. What the hell is some damn Tylenol gonna do? And I end up having when they end up getting the hospital, the nurse end up getting the hospital involved outside of the doctor because that bastard end up leaving. And and when they kept calling him, he never ever called the hospital back. The whole rest of the time I was there, he never responded back to the hospital. But she got the hospital physicians involved. I had OxyContin, morphine, Dilaudid, fentanyl, every pain medicine there is. They gave me all of the things, and because they just couldn't get me out of pain. And when I refused to take, and my throat, I was like, I can't swallow the pills anyway. And but uh going through all of that, I wasn't about to take no damn. No, I ain't taking no damn Tylenol. What the hell I'm gonna take a damn Tylenol for? And so they did all of the things, and they could tell when your blood pressure and all, it's different things where they can tell that if you in a lot of pain or not, or if you're lying. Somebody come in there and say they in all that pain, your blood pressure gonna be high. It's gonna be some other indicators that be like, yeah, she probably is. And plus, y'all just synced this shit. You just synced it, right? But and however, I could just see him having a camera. I could just see him snatching it out. I could just in my mind, I'm just seeing him do these things. But the pain was, it was just unbearable, and I wasn't gonna let them I wasn't coming home. We wasn't finna do none of that. I'm not leaving this nurse right here. Me and you are not gonna part until we figure something out about this. Is that working? I was like, I couldn't talk, y'all. I couldn't get the words out. But I was hurt, it wasn't working. That's all I could say. And then my baby showed up. Oh Lord, I've never been so happy to see my baby show up. When Miss Tiffany got there, then I knew I didn't have to worry about nothing. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be out of pain. Ain't nobody finna make me leave. Ain't nothing gonna happen. That it's just a shame when people think that you don't have nobody, the way that they treat you, when they think that they could just do you any old kind of way and you don't have nobody to stand up for you or none of that, right? But when Tiffany showed up, every damn thing changed. All of my care, everything changed once Tiffany got there, and it's just a shame. And I remember Tiff saying that it's just a damn shame that's like that. That it took me to get here for you guys to do something, right? But I wasn't planning on I wasn't even planning on talking about all of this, but anyway, um anyway, y'all. Anastasia, thank you so much for the streak, Anastasia. And I saw, Anastasia, that in the other stream that they were saying, look, Anastasia, they were talking about me in the stream before the other people rated me, and they was like, Anastasia introduced me to her, and you guys, you will love her. I met her through Anastasia, and that's where we should go. And because I always go back, and when people raid me, I go back and I watch their streams and stuff, right? And so I was able to see that. So thank you so much, Anastasia. That go my sis, Miss Lisa. Miss Lisa, I just got through talking about you. Now this is itching, and this never happened before. I'm not allergic to latex or anything like that. When I talk about moving fast, that even when I took the last band-aid off, that just all the clear fluid and stuff just was running, and now I got this bubble on my arm. That's it. It's not a big deal, but uh oh, see, I think I'm busting it because now I see it look like it's coming through my top, but uh yeah. Anyway. Zach say they had stage 4 cancer 15 years ago and they here right now. Somebody needed to hear that part. Somebody sure enough needed to hear that, Zach. Thank you so much, Spicy Grandpa. When I go back and think, y'all, when I was like, could I have really had this almost 2 years? Because it's the same place where the pain is that I remember thinking, is this my appendix? Because this pain is real, real bad. And I know it was well over a year ago. I think it's really right at 2 years. And and when the doctor was like, okay, we're gonna send you in there, we're gonna get a scan. He said, I'm not gonna send you home without looking at it. I'm gonna see. And then he says that it was he says, I don't see anything that would be causing you this kind of pain. He said, it looks like it may be a really small cyst, but nothing that would cause this kind of pain that you having. And but he I felt that he was really trying. And if I see that you doing all that you can do, and then I'm okay with the results, right? But when I think that you leaving stuff on the table, and then I can't trust you. I can't trust what you say. I just can't trust nothing after that, right? But I was like, okay, but I remember how bad it was hurting. I was in so much pain, and this is in the exact same spot. And and so when I've been having the pain off and on, that even though I know the pain is real, but I know what it was from. Maybe I didn't pull. So I don't know. Thinking something crazy I didn't did or something like that. And but when it's been happening recently, I was like, oh my God, I'm thinking it was just the condition that he said that I had. And well, you got a polyp in your uterus. I do see this bleeding coming from your cervix. I see all of that, and he's saying all of this. So it's like, well, it ain't in your head because I see it, right? And then I was glad that I was bleeding when I was in there, that it was something for them to see, because when you have this kind of pain, well, I have chronic pain anyway, but when you know that something is wrong with you and people keep saying we don't see nothing, and that and then I'm like, look, I've been bleeding for 25 days straight, nonstop, and I've been having these bad cramps, right? And then you get in there and they don't see you ain't bleeding or nothing like that, right? And it had, because the bleeding had stopped, and then it started back that day. And I wasn't even supposed to be examined that day, but then he examined me, and so it was there for him to see. They know in my charts I hadn't had a period in over 10 years, and so I was glad that it was something. You be glad that something, you don't want to be sick, you don't want nothing to be wrong with you, but you know that something is. And so by the time you get in front of a doctor, you want whatever that thing is to manifest itself right there. Why they there? Because you rather them see whatever suffering you got to do, you rather suffer that little bit more just to prove to them that I told you. Right? You got to I told you so, these damn doctors, right? Like see? Right? And so I felt better that he was able to see it. And it's just sad that you can't just say that a thing is a thing, and people just treat you based on that, right? That and I just never ever thought that, I'm thinking cancer is serious enough that people would have a little pep in their step, that you wouldn't have to keep on just pushing so hard, right? And I showed them my phone in the hospital. I was like, 1,000 people. on Twitter. I was like, this. I asked them, was they familiar with social media? Excuse me. This is, I'm already upstairs and everything, and so it's Friday, and I was like, you familiar with social media? Da, da, da. I show them on my phone. Look, this a thousand people have like this post and are praying for me. People care about me. People care about the outcome, right? I'm trying to show them, look, don't just be doing me no any old kind of way, cause I got peoples, right? And I had said that earlier. I said, y'all, when I get there, before I go into surgery, I'm gonna let them know that before I even knew that I had cancer, I said I'm gonna let them know that whatever y'all replies are, I'm gonna show them y'all replies to let them know that don't just be treating me no any old kind of way. But so I talked to the nurse and showed the nurse, but I should have showed his ass, right? Because like I say, they didn't treat me no different until Tiffany got there. But that one nurse that was there in the recovery, I thank God for her, because my own GYN, I was doing the surgery, he was sending me home, and I was like, how? Like, I could understand when after I got out of pain, and the next day they was like, well, they don't want to just keep you in here if it ain't nothing that's fitting to be done yet, right? That it don't make sense just to have you here if you can go home. And they was making sure, are you gonna be able to move at home? Do you have anybody that's there to help you? Is your pain control when we giving you this medicine? Is your pain? They made sure of all of the things. And but the young little handsome nurse there named Darv, and Darv was like that they said to discharge you. He first he said, have you seen anybody besides me? I was like, well, I saw your team leader asking me, are you guys taking care of me? He said, but no doctor. I was like, no, I ain't seen the doctor. And on the board, they have up there that I'm to have the oncology consult and the pain control. When it says the main things that they're supposed to do while you're doing this hospital stay, how they had that little board. And so it's just say oncology and pain. And he was like, so you ain't seen nobody? He was like, cause they said to discharge you, but I ain't finna send you home if you ain't talked to nobody and this and that. I'm like, this just, it's not making no sense. But when they finally it's always the nurses though, right? That if it wasn't no such thing as nurses, I just I don't know where we'd be. But Darb got the right people in there, and they took care of me. And then I went and I left everything at the hospital, all the paperwork, everything. I left everything there. But just that maybe you just so accustomed to giving people this kind of news. Okay, so you the doctor. So say maybe a couple of times a week you got to give somebody this kind of news, right? So just because you are dishing this out on the regular to people, you got to have more empathy, right? Because you may be telling a dozen people a month that they have cancer. That just might be how it is for you. So you're just accustomed to this. But it's the first time that person heard it. And that's the way that they need to treat you. Not how they just so used to it, but to the person hearing the news, right? Because it means something to the person that's hearing it. Wait a minute, hold on. Now wait, you said I got cancer, but now wait. Come back now. What are we about to do? Don't leave me here like this. Hold up. Wait a minute. Now what? Say that again. Right? Like you want now wait, what exactly was it that you said? Right? I ain't getting no repeat. And then when he just never ever responded to them calling, never ever called the hospital back. Just that. Just that. I mean they too cold blooded with that. They are too cold. Something I be someplace trying to whoop somebody ass about doing some of my peoples like that, right? But it's just sad. Even if it ain't nothing that you can do, because I understand that it's not that I don't get it. If I get that you don't want to pay to have me in a hospital until this pathology report comes back and I get a PET scan and all of that. You don't want me to stay here and it cost all of this money and it ain't nothing you can do. So if I can go home and you can give me some medicine and I can take it when I take it and the medicine makes the pain bearable, well then you could go home. I get all of that. I understand all of that, but it should be explained. You should understand everything that's going on. You should know all the steps. You should have an appointment. You should at least have an appointment, right? And you should know when the test. Look, this pathology gonna take 72 hours, right? The pathology takes 5 days. But whatever the answer is, they should be telling you that. Okay, this what happened. They opened you up. This what they saw. This is what they did. This and then we had to do these tests. These gonna take 4 to 5 days. As soon as they get back, the report goes here. Just because your insurance ain't gonna let them do nothing without the report. We know this is what it is, but until they get that in hand, and once they get that in hand, you're gonna go in there. They gonna do this. Just tell me something, right? Just somebody tell you got cancer, and it just be like, you know what, you got gonorrhea. Now, you got gonorrhea. Now go on here and you take these pills. By the time you finish this, don't miss no days. Take them 4 times a day for 7 days or 10 days, whatever it is, and then after that, you're gonna be all right, right? That. Right? Just break it down. Just tell me something. Right? Just don't leave me out here like this. And then and stage 4 to me now. It's good Zach came in here and said that he was stage 4 15 years ago, and now we've had a lot of advancements in the past 15 years. So if you could be stage 4 15 years ago and be here today to talk about it, well, then that could give somebody hope, right? But when you just laying there and you in all this pain and somebody then opened you up and closed you up, and my experience is they did this to my daddy, he died, right? So now I'm on edge and I'm anxious about all of this, right? That you just want some answers. They just can't leave you out there like that. It just don't make sense. It just don't make sense. And to the guttermost, right? Cause I'm the guttermost. I got insurance from the state. I ain't had no good insurance or none of that since me and the kid's dad haven't been together. I had A1 insurance that I would have never been treated like that if I was still on his insurance. Oh, I had the best treatment then. But we should all have that same level of care, no matter what kind of insurance you have, or if you have insurance or not, right? It's just sad. And when you see people, but I don't want to get into the politics of all of this, and we can't even say politics in this stream. You can't even type it in the chat. If you try, you can't even type politics or the politician name. If you try it right now, it won't even work. Don't try it though. Don't try it, because I'll see that you tried and I ain't gonna like it. But anyway, the politics of it all, when you see the people who push for universal health care, right? And because they was like, we the richest country in the world. And if they could do it in these other countries, surely we could do it here, right? And some people don't really get it because they ain't never had those kind of issues, or they've always had insurance and none of they people ain't never been sick, right? But when you been there and you needed help and you didn't have good care, that you understand the importance of that. And that it shouldn't even be a political issue, right? It should be an issue of the heart, right? It should just be an issue of the heart. We should just care about people enough to not let them suffer in this way, because it's still suffering. Not knowing is a form of suffering, right? That it shouldn't be a political thing. That's right. When you saw all those people, when little Luigi killed that healthcare CEO, and they was like, people ain't mad about it. No, they not. Because it's too many people have to go through this BS with their insurance. People know about this. Yeah, I swear we was not. I got a puzzle right here on my table. I got the puzzle right here on the table, ready to go. G-Ma didn't come in here to talk about this. Oh, Lord. Hello, young savage. Hello, Nashira. How you doing with your puzzle, Nashira? And how that happened with my niece when I was just sharing how me and my niece both had our biopsies at the same time. They told me I was cancer free and they told her she was terminal, right? And I felt so bad about that, right? And now I was on the phone with my niece, and she sent me a picture of her when she was messaging me. She was there. She took a selfie and sent it to me. That there she was with the stuff in her. She was getting her chemo as she was talking to me, and I was asking about it making you sick and all the different kind of questions. And I was telling her that she's so beautiful and so brave, and that what for the things that she's going through, that she has already been a help to somebody, and that somebody was me, right? That I was able to see her going through this with the diagnosis that she has, that that I just know is gonna be far worse than what's going. I believe it's gonna be far worse than what's going on with me. And and she's just sitting there and she looked gorgeous. Oh my God, she just looks so good. And she says that the chemo is not the way we had heard about it over the years, that they give you a steroid first and then the other two medicines that they give you. And she says she sits there for 4 hours, gets the treatment, and she's not sick at all after that. And that's one of the things that I was like, I can't stand being nauseous. I ain't gonna be able to go through this, right? And so to hear those things, all of that is just helpful. And I was sharing that not too long ago about all the things that I've been through in my life, and how I be so mad at God, like why me? And then a situation comes up where I can help somebody um, because of the experiences that I've had. That I have said things to people that have saved people's lives, literally saved people's lives, right? Because I had lived it, and I wasn't telling them from nothing I heard. Look, this happened to me. This what I did, right? I know exactly what you're talking about. I know I'm not gonna name the specifics, but when I say I've been there, like it's different when you get it from somebody that actually been there, right? Not kind of close, not none of that, but no, they've been through this exact same thing, right? And they can tell you from experience. And so I was like, okay, so maybe I went through all of this so I could be there to help others, right? And that is the way I've been able to accept some things. And then now, like how this happened with my niece and her experience is helping me, right? And just hoping and praying that uh, that this is another one of those experiences that I went through all of this. They told me I had it, then I didn't have it. Then they went in there, they opened me up, da 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 da. And so when somebody else come and be like, "Look, let me tell you what happened," be like, "I can tell you about that, but I've been through that. This is what you got to do, right? That don't give up, da 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 da, right? And I'll be able to tell them from experience, hopefully, prayerfully, that this is just another one of those, even though I don't want to keep being one. Can you get somebody else to tell them? Do it gotta keep being me? I ain't suffered enough. I got a whole bunch of stories. I keep telling the stories I be telling people, right? Can we have a cutoff? There ain't no cutoff with me, right? Oh my goodness. These not the ones I want to hear. Mm-mm. Come on, all the way down, all the way down. As told by Shan, hello. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, y'all. The outpouring of love on Twitter that when I finally cried about it and with my son, and then the kids let me be by myself, and all overnight last night I just kept going back. I was a little weepy last night, and I just kept opening up my phone and going to Instagram, but Twitter, so much love from all of our people on Twitter. It was at over 1,200 the last time I looked. And all of these people and all of these messages, all of this love and all of those prayers, right? Over 1,200 people. That's a lot of people, right? That I could be here on my own going through this, and just my kids be like, "Mom, we here for you," whatever, right? And and if that was the case, I'm not saying like my kids are not enough, but that I could just be there in my bed and just wake up and just really feel blue, and that I can open up my phone and I could go back through and I could read all of the things that that people have said, right? It is encouraging, it's motivating, and it it gives you some fight, right? That no matter what all the rest of the stuff is, and no matter how I think these doctors should be handling their business, and all of those things, that um, if you have this this kind of love and this kind of support, that it just makes you want to just fight against all of that, right? It's like I gotta get through this, right? It's like these people are gonna be hurt if I don't. And some people were saying how heartbroken they were, right? And I know because when I read Hogwarts graduate in our community, when Felicia said that she was about to have to start chemo again, I was heartbroken when I read that, right? And then people were responding that same kind of way to me saying this on Twitter, but that I just have that to I have that kind of go to, and it means a lot. It means a lot. Like you can't even think about giving up, right? When you had that many people behind you. Hello, Shelley. How are you? Thank you so much, sis. My sis, Miss Lisa. Thank you, Black Eyes. Thank you so much. When I told her, I was like, I'm 60 years old, right? Everybody knows I'm 60 now. That when folks used to think I was over 70 years old, that was shame on y'all for thinking that. Shame on y'all for thinking that. And when I had told folks how old my daughter was, that my baby finna be 42 in just a couple of days. My daughter's gonna be 42 years old in a couple of days, and I said um, uh, that I had my baby when I was 18 years old. That was a part of my story, right? And there was no way I could have had her at 18. And at the time, she was 41 when I was telling that story. But there's no way I could have been in my 70s. But I'm telling her, I was like, look, I'm 60 years old, and I'm a hard 60. I'm a rough 60. I'm 60 by days and months and years. But Lord, I'm about 90 as far as experiences, that and wear and tear. But I'm like, I know, right? And it's just like being in cosmetology school when they told us that yes, we learned all this stuff in the book, but all that book learning is one thing. If somebody comes in here and tells you, when you do this to me, this is the result. I don't care what that book said. the person knows their hair, they know their scalp, they nails, they face, whatever it is you're doing, they feet, they know better than you and better than that book. And that's back in the day. They don't do it in salons and stuff now. I haven't seen them do it. But you used to have to keep a card back in the day when I came up doing cosmetology. You had to keep a card. You had to put the person's name on there, and you had to write down any kind of chemical treatment and stuff that they were getting. You had to know the different medicines they were on. You had to keep all of that stuff on the index card. An index card on each one of your clients receiving chemical services. But no matter what that big old Institute of Cosmetology book said, that if somebody told you that uh, you can't do this to their head, then that means you just can't do it. They know better. I was telling that about the IVs. I was like, it ain't gonna work on my hand. Yeah, I just saw uh today um I got some bad bruises all over my arms, and they was just hard headed, not listening, trying to start a second IV when after they put me to sleep, all bruised up, and none of them work. I had patches everywhere. When I was telling them, you ain't gonna get one in my hand, you're gonna have to go in the fold of my arm, and all the different things I said. And then I got all of these damn I'm all patched up, that they was doing what I told them that they couldn't do anyway. Just not listening, just figuring that they just, let's just put her to sleep and we gonna start one. So that's what that was all about. Put her to sleep, shut her up, and then they went straight in my hand twice and couldn't get it. I end up having four, five, six, seven, like 8 sticks in my left arm where they could never get another a second IV going. They end up having two IVs in one arm. I had never heard of that. But yeah, they end up having two IVs in one arm. Yeah, I put this shirt on to match with this little puzzle and all of this stuff, and she might not finna pull this puzzle out. I ain't gonna make it. Oh yes, Shelly. Okay. Yeah, 'cause I had never ever had no issues with latex or band-aids or nothing like that before. And then just this time it ripped my skin up. Thank you so much, Anshante. That go my lip right there. I should have just had the I should have just had that Aqua 4. I need some little sweatshirts or something to put on. The God complex. That's what I was trying to say. My sister know what I'm talking about. That's what I was talking about. Hello, high train. Hello, my hummingbird. Yeah, I'm finally going through suing the other hospital that I can't. It's we only got two hospitals, and one of them I can't go to, and it's the closest because they had me down as being an addict, and no matter how many times I try to explain and all of that, and I end up going there um, through the ER. Um, that time when I couldn't, the time when I couldn't breathe, they had to take me to the closest hospital, and when I was choking, and they did that they did that procedure and everything on me. You were under general anesthesia, all of that, and uh, the way that they what they go through and breaking up all of the stuff where they end up seeing that it was a blockage where I couldn't swallow, my saliva wouldn't go past there. Once my saliva got there, that it just would keep coming back up, and I would just keep spitting it up, and then I would throw up. After I would throw up, it would clear everything. As soon as I just start naturally swallowing again, it'll just start building back up. But there was the blockage there, and they won't hear me. And but what they did to remedy it is they put you to sleep, and they end up I don't know what kind of tool or whatever it is, but they end up going through and they have to break up everything in your stomach and uh, push it through to get it out, right? But it's a forceful. They use a lot of force, and uh, if anybody's had a C-section, you know what I'm talking about. That the pain from the C-section is so bad that you got to hold a pillow over your stomach if you go to laugh or cough or anything like that because it is so painful. But it felt like I had a cesarean, and they wouldn't give me no pain medicine because they had in their charts that I was an addict. And to where I wanted to go home, I was like, I got fucking pain medicine at home, right? And I just let me go home so I could just take my damn medicine. And and then different times I've been there for other things, and they wouldn't give me no medicine. One time I was there for my heart, and the ambulance took me straight there with it being the closest. They end up admitting me, and uh, the doctor came right in and told me that I wasn't too concerned about my heart with the drugs and stuff that I'm on. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's talking about you out there using meth and this. And I was like, what the hell? Like, who charged you got? What the hell are you talking about? And this was a while ago, and I had taken some diet pills. This was some years ago, and I had taken some diet pills from this little place that wasn't too far by where I had lived, and so but the diet pills comes up as narcotics, right? And when he kept saying, I was like, is it the diet pills that you was talking about? And then he went so long without, like, he wasn't even trying to hear what I was saying. In the end, he ended up understanding. Hobby Gnome! Hello, Hobby Gnome! Good to see you! Thank you so much! Thank you! And oh, so now they just not working because I didn't hear any of that. Oh shoot. Where is the Oh, the things is not up here. Okay, let me see. Where's the other where's the is this the sounds one? Okay, now they should work. That's why I haven't heard anything. But he just couldn't hear me saying diet pills. I'm like, that gotta be what you talking about, cause I ain't on no damn drugs. I don't drink. I don't do nothing. And uh, in the end, he finally ended up understanding, and he was like, oh, he was so apologetic. I am so sorry. And here you are, a homeschool mom, and you have great kids. And then he's saying all these things. And I come in here accusing you of this. I'm so sorry. And he did all this apologizing and all of that, right? When he finally understood what I was saying. And then when he finally let himself here, because he just had it just blocked. He came in there. This is what he believed, and it wasn't gonna be nothing I was gonna say that was gonna turn him. But but however, I just hung in there and got him to understand. And then he spent hella long. He spent hella long apologizing. And every day that he checked in on me, he just kept telling me he was so sorry and all of this. But they never took it out of my chart. And I know that they didn't, because ever since that time that I've had issues at that hospital. And no matter what I go in there and what I say, the when they did the angiogram, when they go in your artery with the little wire and all of that stuff, right, and go through into your heart, right, and I had a bad reaction, and my arm was in so much pain, and called the doctor. She said, get to the emergency room. Da 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 da. She was gonna let them know I was coming. All this. I went in there, and I'm telling them when they go to take me to the back, when the doctor, I shared this before, a little old shorter than me, probably had some kind of complex himself, and he was like, uh we're not going to give you any drugs here tonight. And I was like, what? What the hell are you talking about? What my doctor sent me here, and in the end, they gave me some drugs, right? And more than one dose, till I was passed out. And but my doctor had said that she was gonna let them know that I was coming, da da da. So whatever ended up happening that time, I got some drugs and I got some relief, and I ended up having to wear a sling and everything. But it was just a lot of pain. So I don't know. Sometimes they go through your arm. The other time they go through your groin with the wire and stuff, right? To for the test. And it was the last one when I told you guys that they found that blockage in my arteries. But anyway, so I'm just guessing they never ever removed it, and I'm finally had it on my thing for me to get in touch with the folks, and I'm suing they ass for that, because I'm just tired of being treated that way, right? And uh the hope is always that they'll do better, right? But this ain't gonna be the first time. I ain't the first time that they didn't made this mistake, and they ain't do better with me, because they get away with just doing what they do, right? It's like officers out here and killing people and all this. They ain't suffering no consequences. they ain't losing their home or none of that. They families not suffering because it's our taxpayer dollars that they settle all of these lawsuits with. You figure a person, a mom lost her son or her daughter, and they get $20 million. Well, at least they got all of this money, right? When some of them probably would rather have their kid back, right? And I'll trade $20 million for my kids. I would. And but they don't personally lose anything, right? It doesn't cost them anything personally, and so it's nothing to motivate them, nothing to push them to make a change, right? And so you can go right in there and tell the next grandmama that she a damn junkie, a addict, right? And and the cycle continues. Hello, Hitman Jack. Come on. Come on, Hummingbird. Oh, it's one of my favorite kind of puzzles. I had the puzzle when I showed you guys my Tamara Madden puzzle, the one with the woman that's painted, and it's called Her Coat of Many Colors, and then looked like the crown on her head and all of that. I said I was gonna do it the day before the surgery and dedicate the stream to my niece and all of that. And I had this top that I've been wanting, and we got the three tops. End up getting the three tops for free from Macy's because we had to report that they never got delivered. And just like we ain't never, if anybody here bought me the puzzle, the rabbit recital puzzle, somebody gifted me that puzzle, and it never got here. But these are these two. I have two of them here already, same puzzle, and one has broken pieces, the other one has a missing piece. And when I tried to put the piece from one into the other, that it didn't fit, the cut wasn't the same. But somebody bought me this puzzle. I put it back on my wish list, and you bought it, and it was supposed to get here the next day, and I never got it. So if you purchase this puzzle for me as a gift, please contact Amazon and get your money back. Um, because I just went on and bought it for myself, and it was supposed to be here today, and it didn't show up. And so they say it's gonna be here tomorrow. I've been wanting to speed puzzle that puzzle because I just enjoy doing it. I liked it because it was a challenge. I could never get it done under 2 hours, and then I finally did. But I just enjoy speeding that puzzle, knowing it's gonna be tight, right? But I really, really like that, and so I went on and bought it for myself, and so it's supposed to be here tomorrow. But this puzzle here is the these are my favorite kind of puzzles. Oh, I was sharing. So I got the other top. The stuff never got delivered to the house. Reported that it never got here. Da da da. Macy's refunded all the money and all of that. Um, Late last night, Tiff was like, "Mom, I be damn. A Macy's bag is at the door." It was the three tops, and so the black top, and it has this it's black lace, and it has this gold going through it, but it matches perfectly with the Tamra Madden puzzle. Right? Let me just grab this right here. Can I reach right here? Can I reach it? Oh, I don't need to be getting up and down though. Can you reach it, Mama? Oh yeah, I was sitting here. I had to go take my pants off, y'all. I had on some real pants with this top, and I had to go and take them damn pants off. They hurt. It was hurting to my little stomach, and I didn't lost uh 5 pounds, 5 6 pounds since Thursday. I'm like, that's too much weight to lose like that. But anyway, uh this top, and oh god, it's one of my favorite kind of tops. I don't usually get any lace or anything like that, but I like tops when the sleeves are sheer, right? And and it comes up. Y'all know all of my tops. Well, the it got the little opening in the back. Usually I would have the little cutout in the front or something, but it got two buttons on the back of the neck and the opening in the back. But I like the tops where it just come up on my neck. Well, y'all been here, so y'all see the type of stuff I wear. I don't usually have on anything like this, but I like for something a band around my neck and then a cutout here or at an angle or something. But I like my little neck to have a band, and I like to have some sleeves. And so this has all of that except the opening is in the back. But this top, I don't know how well it shows with this on here, but and then this puzzle, and so you have the black and gold on there, and I always try to match it by color or by pattern, and she has all those patterns and stuff, and so I got this top to go with this puzzle, and and then this one, the oh, I can I reach the other thing? I got this other one. Well, I'm not finna get back up and get it, but to go with this other puzzle that Carl got me, and like the way the paint and stuff is on here. And I end up getting a full dress, and I like it because it has a collar and it has the pockets with the flap. Oh God, I like it because it looks like so structured. It looks so tailored the way that it's made, except it's soft and silky. But it's like a paint splatter all over the dress that matches this, and I like that too. But uh, so yeah, this one I don't know how well you can tell, but it has all of the it's more green than any of the other colors in it, and it's oh see when I go like this it's hard to even tell. When I go this way, well yeah, you can see the green in there. Yeah, you can see the green in there. But so this one was to go with this. But anyway, so that was the plan, was to do this puzzle. But it's the kind of puzzle that I love. It has all of the lines, how I love doing the I'm just gonna open it. I'm not finna do it though. As long as I've been sitting here, I probably could have. But it has, when I always talk about the puzzles that I like, I say that I like for the puzzle pieces to have lines in there and different colors. That if I lay all the pieces out side by side and have all the lines face the same direction, that you could just snap them all together. Oh my God, that's how these pieces are. Oh my goodness, oh y'all, I love them so much. Oh God. If I wasn't starting to get nauseous, I would have went on it and started this puzzle right this second. But It's just the way all the pieces are. Oh yeah, I don't. The autofocus is on. But so you see all of those lines, all different kind of colors. How some of them you see with the white in between, the other ones are the colors just right up next to each other. But that if you flip all the pieces over, you're gonna see all which ones go with what because it's so much of a difference. And I love pieces like that. And even though the way you have all of the swirls and then it's wider and then tighter and all of that, but the way you'll be able to flip all of these over and go right to the uh, you'll see exactly the ones that go together. And for if somebody wanted to get this and to try it, that they have the letters on the back, and so you can just sort it out by see, I see all of these B's here. Let's see. I see all of these C's, the B's and the C's of it all. Let's see how y'all look. All those all stuck together. But yeah, I just love when you just when the pieces have these colors like this and it's in a line. It's just so easy. Just you just get the ones that's similar, line them up, and then just snap them together. And I'm saying it like it's like you can do it so fast, but it's I wouldn't even want the process to be fast. I would want to just turn them and just start sorting them and getting them together and to just enjoy it. I love these kind of puzzles. I would not be in a hurry. But so I look forward to this. I am really excited about this. That if I had that princess had bought me that puzzle board, but it was way too heavy. I would have never ever been able to use it. But if I had a puzzle board, uh I would do this puzzle just in my bed. I would have that board right on my bed and do this. Well, I guess if you're gonna sit up in the bed and do it, that you can come over here and do it. And then if I can come over here and do it, then I could go live and do it. So there's that. But I am excited about this puzzle. I can't wait to do it. Won't be today though. Gma thought she was gonna go live and do a puzzle. I was like, well, if you speed puzzle, then it's not a big commitment. If you don't feel well, then you could just stop. But just the action of speed puzzling, I didn't think that was a good idea. But I'm excited about that puzzle with the lines, and I am excited about that rabbit recital speed puzzle. So uh, I don't know why I ended up moving it, but so hopefully we could get to it in the next couple of days. Um, and the thing, I was gonna be gone for 6 weeks, but the only reason I was gonna be gone for 6 weeks is because I was gonna have the actual surgery, and it takes 6 weeks to recover, right? But now that they didn't take anything out, even though um, just from the procedure itself that I'm having pain, but the nausea is a killer. The nausea is just killing me. But I had started having it before time to go in. For those of you who were here, I had started getting to where we just sitting here and I'm just streaming and we chatting and all of that, and then the nausea just kept hitting me out the blue, and it was like I couldn't go another minute. Like, no, I gotta go, I gotta leave the stream right now because I'm gonna throw up. and I've been spitting up a little bit since I've been back home. But the cramps and the nausea, and then the off and on bleeding and stuff, I was already having that. But I just thought the hysterectomy was gonna fix it. I really was convinced that that was it, and it's just it's like I say, it's just a shock when you get that kind of news that um, when I was told I was going to die from heart failure at the end of 2022, it didn't feel like this. Like, because even though they told me that then, and I was like, and they had some evidence that I always believed that if I start, if I just change my life, change my lifestyle, and that if I lost some weight, I thought that I could give myself a chance, even though he said that you in the final stages of heart failure. And like I say, I believed him, but I believed that I was in control of that, right? And so I think that's why I was depressed for a short period of time, but uh but I believe that I hadn't been taking care of myself, and that if I started to take care of myself, that I could buy myself some time. I believed it, and here we are. It's 2025, and I'm still here, right? And I got to where I no longer even qualified for the heart program, right? That was a blessing. When everybody knows that I was on medicine for diabetes, and the first day I took the diabetes pill, the very first day that I made changes right then, and immediately was able to get off of the diabetes medicine. It just tell me what it is. Tell me what it is, and if it's something I can do, I'm gonna do it. Right? If it's anything that I can control, right? But this was just different than all of that. This was different, and I just never I don't know. Maybe some people know how they'll respond, how they'll react to something like this, but um, this was totally different than anything else I had ever been told in my life. And like I say, it's because the people that I know, my mom had cancer, my dad had cancer. They both gone, right? And other people that were close to me, they gone. They didn't even they made it through a round that they ain't here now, right? So that's my experience with cancer, and and then this with my niece right now, and so it's just scary to me. I didn't have the same feeling of control. Like it's only been a few days, but I was never thinking that it's something I could do to stop it. I ain't had it like, okay, I'm gonna stop eating this, even though I was thinking like, okay, let me find out the stuff that I need to eat and the stuff that I need to not eat. Let me get on the right. Let me hurry up and talk to a nutritionist and just buy myself as much time as I can, and let this be a miracle, right? And knowing that I believe that it would have to be a miracle, because I just didn't believe anything in me that it was nothing I could probably prolong, but I didn't just believe that it was anything I could really do about this. And I think that's what makes this more scary. Um, Always thinking that um, you don't want to get down mentally, because I just believe, oh my God, if I just give up, and then it's just gonna happen fast, right? But if I just try to stay up and I stay proactive, that I can at least prolong it. But I don't want to prolong it where I'm just feeling sick and in pain and stuff all the time, because I don't want to just live like that. And so I think just not having any power over it, that is what really scared me. That's what really scared me about this. But uh, I'm gonna have to give y'all the link when I tell you. I love tennis. Most people know me, know that I love tennis, and it's this tennis match. And I brought this up before, and it's this player. He's 38 years old, and this is his name. There was a match. Let me give you the name of the match. And when you look this up, I don't know Baez. I don't know his I don't know his first name, but if you look up that tennis match, you'll find it. And Gail Monfils is one of the most loved tennis players of all time. There's nobody that doesn't love him. Nobody. And he was doing so bad physically that his whole body locked up, and he was walking like Frankenstein, right? And he still was there trying to play, but it was the love of the people, the love of the crowd. They were so loud. They were all saying all of these positive things. They were all loving on him so hard that he fought for the people when he knew he didn't have nothing in him. That the more they kept going, the more he kept going, right? And just to watch it, like they should have a documentary on that, right? Um, that he kept going, and you thinking, ain't no way he gonna even make it, ain't no way he gonna win, but ain't no way he gonna even make it to the end of the match. But not only did he make it to the end of the match, when it got down to the last few points, he has his shorts and he's tucking the sides of his shorts all up and in. And he's doing the little walk where he can't bend his legs or nothing, and he just moving his arms and legs, like moving like I say, like moving like Frankenstein. And he'll get to the line, and the guy would serve, and he just try to hit it back, right? Just swinging the arm, trying to hit it back. And but the more love that the people gave him, the better he started doing. And I'm telling you, y'all, they was just to the top of their lungs, screaming and shouting every time he hit the ball just back over the net. Everybody cheers just broke out everywhere, right? And that always stayed with me, that everything he was going through physically, that love brought him back, right? That's what I got from that match, is that if you have the love and support of people like that, that no matter what it is, you are down and out, that love can get you through things, right? Love can get you through it's no way he should have finished that match. And show what no way he should have won. He won that match. Gail Monfils, he won that match. In my whole entire, like, dementia won't let me forget that. I will never forget that happened. And that's what I took from that, right? That the love of these people got him through that. And when he was done, he broke down. This grown man, he broke down and he didn't win the trophy or none of that. This was just one round of a tennis tournament, one round of a tournament. And he sobbed. And then he got down on the ground and he laid flat on his back and he spread his arms and legs were spread all the way out and he was laid down and he just cried, and then he took and put his hands over his face and just sobbed because he knew, we all knew, that it's no way you make it through this, right? And he made it and he won, right? And the other guy is like, that got to still kill him to this day, because how does a zombie beat me, right? But just I can't even God, I just can't, I'm not finding the right words. I can't make y'all really feel it, right? God, I want y'all to feel this so much, but I just the vocabulary is just not coming to me. I can't break it down the way I want to break it down. But oh my God, y'all, just to be a witness to something like that, that you got to be counted out. That if somebody came over there and checked him out medically, they would say, "Nah, he gone. Ain't no way. He ain't gonna be able to stand." Right? I believe if they took his vital signs, his vitals would have been saying, "No, no, no." If it was a boxing match, they would have checked him out and they'd have been like, "No." They'd had to throw in the towel. That's how bad it was. It was that bad. And the love of those people, the people wouldn't let him lose. They refused to let him lose. They refused to let him quit. It's like they held him up, right? And just when you just watch him just cry after he won, y'all, it's, oh my God. Just look it up, y'all. And you don't have to look at the whole match, because it went 5 sets. He won 2, the other guy won 2, and they get to the 5th set. That means that it's lasting for hours. They out there in the heat. And so if you just look at the how they call each one a set, if you just watch the 5th set and just see how that 5th set went down, and because you got to see it to really feel it, because I ain't saying it good. I can't really explain it or express it, but but God, if you want to see something, if you want to see a miracle, if you want to see a real life miracle, and what love can do and what support can do, that's a sign. That is showing up some evidence of what it can do, and that made me a believer in in how just the people and stuff around you can make a difference, right? It's just that part. Kiwi, thank you so much. 38 months and the tier 3 right there. All the tier 2s and tier 3s have helped so much this month when the subs and everything are low, because when I started this stream I hadn't even done 70 hours, and I'm always doing 35 to 40 hours a week, but we didn't even have 70 hours for the month. And I'm not asking nobody for nothing. I'm just stating a fact that but the tier 2 and tier 3 subscribers have really helped this month, and they're gonna help to help make me eligible for the plus program. But if these were all just all tier ones, there's no way I'd make it this month. So that green guy, thank you so much for the rate. Yeah, none of the alerts not working. Yeah, I don't know why. I went, I turned the thing on and everything. So none of the alerts have worked tonight at all. I don't know why, but thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Hello, Soul Finer. Soul Finer, thank you so much for everything. Thank you. I saw what you did. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Hello, Ursh. I love you, Ursh. Ursh, thank you for taking care of me, Ursh. Thank you. Hello, boy, babe. There go Maverick. I can go now. I can go now. There go Maverick. Hello, Maverick. How are you? Kyle! Hello, Kyle! Kyle, I am so proud of you! I am so proud of you, Kyle. I was so out of it, y'all. When as soon as I would open my eyes, I was going to see. Oh shit! Did I miss it? I was going, and the last one, I got there right on time, and was it the solo one that was last? So anyway, I got to see two of the rounds at least. I got to see two of Kyle's rounds, and one of them I went back and watched. So I saw Kyle with the 11-year-old, and I think Jonathan and Hannah maybe, but Kyle made the podium throughout all of those first rounds, and then he was 16th, I think, in the last one. But it was like it got harder and harder and harder as he went along. But I end up seeing where for Kyle to be Kyle, right? One of the fastest puzzlers in the world always finishes at the top. That the 11-year-old kid I saw, I think it was their his parent that posted, and that he kept wanting to puzzle with Kyle, right? And that Kyle just would not say no. And so outside of the times that they're competing, that he just wanted Kyle just to do puzzles with him, and Kyle just kept doing the puzzles with him, even though he's there at this tournament that he didn't travel to, that he was still taking the time out for this kid, right? And I was like, that's Kyle. And when I talk about how when you're born and growing up you a certain way, and then we reach a peak and then we start going down the hill, well, I'm on the other side. I'm going down the hill now, and so I'm like even with the little boy, right? And so the time that Kyle took out for that little boy, over those 3 days there, what he gave to that boy ain't gonna never forget. But it was the same thing that Kyle did for me when he came to California to compete. He came here just to be on my team. He didn't come for all of the rest of that. Kyle came here just to be my pairs partner, right? Paid his own money to come to be a pairs partner to an old lady that ain't even fast. And so there he was with that little boy, and all I could think about was when he was there with me, that he'll help us all, young and old, right? But but the way that the parents were just thanking him for spending the time with the son and stuff, right? It was it's so touching. Those type of things are just so touching to me. But that not only did Kyle do the pairs with me, that he did the 4-person team with to make it a Twitch team when he could be on any fast team that he want to. He ain't have to be on no damn team with me. Right, knowing that we weren't gonna make the top 5, but we did hella good, cuz he hella good, right? Kyle has competed down people, like if it's a pairs, he'll be a solo competing in a pair. It'll be a team. He'll take him and one other person and compete against groups of 4, right? Because he's that good, right? And kind of like what it was when he competed with me, right? But we still did well, right? So he was with pairs with me. He let me be on the 4-person team, and then he backed that up with the 4-person team doing the one puzzle, and uh how it was him and Puzzler LG, me and Puzzler LG mom, 2 old ladies, right? Y'all, I can't make y'all feel me today. I can't make y'all feel me today. But him, the fastest male in the country, one of the fastest puzzlers in the world, makes podium on the world stage, puzzling with two grandmamas, right? And then paired up with me when he could have won the competition if he wanted to. He could, all of those could have been with other people, and he could have won. But he did that for me, right? Because that's the kind of heart Kyle has. That's the kind of man Kyle is. And when he did that for that kid, and when they were thanking him for spending that time, and I believe that's what their words were, was that you never said no. And but I got so emotional when I saw that. I was like, yep, he is who I thought he was. That first time that I loved Kyle from the first time that I met him. And when I was like, and y'all, Kyle hella funny too. I was like, but he don't be talking a lot or nothing on stream, but I be catching him, so I know he got a good sense of humor and this and that, and I knew the type of person that he was. And then I met him, and he's so much cuter in person, and that was just a bonus, right? And but that he would give of himself like that, right? When he only had something to lose. He didn't have nothing to gain. He had nothing to gain by puzzling with me, right? But he did the same for me, and he did the same for that kid that he did for me. That says a lot. And it's gonna be so cold blooded that this ain't the time to be fooling with me. That when I think time ain't on my side, right? That it is making me think and do a lot of things that I was just being lazy about. But it's some things that I just don't want to let slide. It's some things I don't want to let people get away with. And I'm about to be on that ish. I'm about to be on that over this next week. Hello, Jazz. How are you? I'm getting nauseous. Hello, Tay. How are you? Hello, MVK. How are you? Good to see you. And thank you so much. Carl reported back when Carl was in your stream, MVK. He came back and told me what you and the doc said. Thank you so much. And I love you. 38 months, Kiwi. Over 3 years. Over 3 years. With the teared up. Teared up, Crispy. Oh my goodness, Kiwi. Oh y'all, Sick Hippie just had me emotional. Oh my goodness, when I tell you I've been weepy that I was in Sick Hippie stream, and Sick Hippie is going to nationals in April. Our Kyle is going to be at nationals in April as well. They're both competing. And I said I was going to have the biggest watch party, watching our people who are going to be there. And Sick Hippie was saying, "Oh, you'll be able to see me. You'll recognize the shirts and stuff that I'll be wearing." And Sick Hippie said on his shirt that he has Gmaw's favorite hippie. That part, it was like how Metro had Gmaw's child, right? That y'all, that means something, right? That you have had this kind of impact, effect, influence. Um, you have loved on people in such a way that they respond like this, right? That means something to me. Gmaw's favorite hippie. And when Metro had that Gmaw's child top on, and then she was like, "Look, I can't wear the same shirt for 4 days, so let me write it on this badge." And then had it to where the badge was visible throughout the whole process. And when they finished and the people took the pictures, they made sure to hold the little Gmail badge and stuff up. She's like, "Gmail, I'm taking you with me when I go." That Cali Star, I almost started putting them pieces together. Cali Star, I almost did. Thank you, MVK. No, they are not flimsy. We did. I've done two of the brain game puzzles so far, and they are so good that when I did the last one, I was like, "Oh my God, y'all!" I was like, "It is so nice that I have to go and see what other puzzles they have." And I went and put the puzzles on the list. Oh my God, if you could see the thickness of these pieces, can you see how thick those pieces are? They hella thick. And when the pieces are thick like this, once you stick them together, you can pick up the whole thing. Ain't nothing, ain't gonna be no loose fits, ain't nothing like that. When they are that thick and they're cut this well, I like because they have all of these random shapes and all of that. That yeah, ain't nothing coming apart. Excuse me, you could work it in all kind of sections, hold up two pieces, 10, 24, 52 pieces, all of that. Ain't nothing coming apart. But yeah, they are nice. Ain't nothing flimsy. They really they are the thickest pieces I think that I know. Yeah, I think these are thicker than any other pieces, any other puzzles, and except for a child's puzzle. But these are the thickest pieces of any 1,000 piece puzzle that I've done. That go to Brave Warrior. Hello. I forgot to tell them to send me some Zofran, but Tiff has some, and I didn't want to take it. Right? They gave me some Zofran in the hospital, but I didn't want to take it because I was like, I don't want to take nothing that they don't know that I'm taking, right? But my baby girl had me get some ginger ale, and I have some saltine crackers, and uh, so if it get too bad, and then I will just take the Zofran. But also my son made me this other tea. I wonder if it's still hot. But just like I haven't been wanting to even put nothing. Like I haven't even been wanting to put nothing like I was spitting up just even just brushing my teeth. And that's the thing when I say that when I've been streaming that I've been getting more and more nauseous lately and having to it's been a couple of times where I had to just jump up from the table and run to the bathroom, or I had to just abruptly end the stream um just because of the nausea alone, right? And now it's like it don't even want to go away at all. And that's what I'm saying. That what concerns me is that ever since he opened me up and just closed me back so fast that everything is just exponentially worse. The pain, the nausea, all of it. I'm guessing that the bleeding was because he actually opened me up, and that's why it was worse. But but yeah, the pain and the nausea is just it's off the charts now, and that part scares me. So that's why I am anxious to see the oncologist, get whatever chemo, whatever it is I gotta do. I want it right now. Like I wish I when I left here, I wish I was going right there to get it. Right? I'm in a hurry to get it. I just don't feel like um I don't feel like I have time to wait. Right? It is just I'm telling you, it's just so much worse. It's like if something don't happen really really quick that I just ain't gonna make it. Like kind of feeling like I probably don't have long anyway. That's how I just this is how bad it feels, right? And I didn't feel nothing like that when I went in the other day. That if I was still feeling like that and they had gave me the same news, that I wouldn't be feeling like this. But uh with what he did, it just don't it doesn't feel right. It feels like every hour that I'm it feels like I'm losing more than an hour in an hour, right? Like I don't have that kind of time. Like I need I need it right now, right? Oh, dead knows. Oh, dead knows. Yeah, Lotus, you going straight to hell. Oh, you going straight to hell if you beat him, Lotus. I'm telling you that. Oh, it's Twitch is the like Twitch alerts not working. Okay, okay. Bold ass, hello. Oh, this is gonna be such a fun puzzle whenever I do it. Whenever I do it, it's gonna be a fun puzzle. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna take off the pants I have on so I can put them back on. And but they told me to sit up in the chair. So like I say, this the only chair I got to sit up in. And I was like, well, if I got to sit up over there in the chair anyway, that I could, you sitting up, you could just go live. You sitting over here, you're probably gonna do a puzzle. If you probably gonna do a puzzle, then you might as well just go live, right? Whew. And so but this time I'm going to uh put those rollers, just the five or six. Well, I need like five rollers. Well, five or six rollers and the headscarf, so I don't have to worry about my hair because when I came over here, I had to turn the curlers on. I just put them on low, but I had to turn a couple of curls and the pull this because my hair got wet in the shower, and so it was doing the thing that nappy head girls hair do. So that, but I'm gonna put the couple of rollers and stuff. So when I come over here, all I have to do is take my scarf off. I already got my shirts matching the. I'm set up for three puzzles, three tops. So I still wish I had some popcorn, y'all. Just the saltiness and stuff of some popcorn. I wish I had that. Hello, Sierra. Okay, see now that go another. This is why when I tell you that you when you go through stuff, and well, church folks say that you have a testimony, right? Your testimony is to let folks know that what you've been through and made it out of what God brought you through, right? But whether you believe in God or go to church or any of that or not, or if you know the lingo or not, if you can just say, look, I had ovarian cancer and it was 6 years ago and I'm here in your chat right now, that's still a testimony, right? It's showing you that it's possible. Finally caught up with the chat. Finally, I did. But yeah, how I had on my nice little black pants and all of that, to where I was like, well, I'm gonna be all the way dressed. I ain't gonna have on no sweatpants and top and all that. I'm gonna have on some real pants, like if I was going outside someplace. And I was sitting here, then I had to unsnap it, then I had to unzip it. I was like, I was like, go get you something that's loose and comfortable, because y'all know stuff be happening on this stream. If something came flying or crawling or something around here, I'd have stood up. Them pants would have fell down, and you thought that bug would have been something. Child, y'all want to see me with no pants on? That I ain't gonna do y'all like that. Right? Forget me and any embarrassment. Cause I can get over that. But I'm not gonna do my folks like that. And y'all see that y'all be sick. We all to be sick. So um, but yeah, I had to go get these loose bottoms. Oh, let me see. Is this warm? I don't know if it's gonna work anyway. Too sweet. I can't drink it. And it's like I'd rather have like I just need something salty, right? And I was trying not to have like those plain how the plain lays is salty. I was trying to be aware of not having anything that was greasy or anything like that, right? But I'm not eating at all, right? So I gotta eat something. Like I say, that was I lost too many pounds just since Thursday. That's way too many pounds that I'm like, every time I get up and go to the bathroom, I walk back by and get on the scale more. It's more ounces every single time. So I know I need to eat something. I just don't want to eat nothing bad. But anyway, y'all. Um oh, see, Yak just rated. Thank you, Yak. But I'm so glad that that I had a chance to do this, and this that it may not always be like this, but that y'all be thinking about so much stuff that like I was like, you come in here and then those you gonna post this on Twitter and Instagram, and those folks gonna come in here and see you. So you can't be in here looking all toe up and all sick and all of that, right? And so I'm thinking about all of those things, even though I didn't feel like going through all of the stuff that I went through. But and it's not even nothing about being embarrassed, or it ain't none of that. That oh I gotta look cute. It wasn't none of that, but uh just that you don't want to have a certain effect on people, right? That I want people to remain prayerful and hopeful. And I didn't want to be looking like death when I got on here, right? I didn't want that to be the case. And uh, I didn't want y'all to be worried about me like that. And like I say, I thought I was gonna be doing a puzzle, and I didn't even plan on even talking about this. I didn't even know I was gonna be talking about this, but well, I probably should have known, because what else was I gonna talk about? You gonna talk about what you thinking about, probably. But y'all, thank you so much for showing up. It's hard to keep my eyes open. Probably just the effect of that medicine, because I don't feel sleepy, but it just feels so much more comfortable with with my eyes closed. Lord Jesus. But I love you for real, and I appreciate you, and your love has lifted me. It just really has, and it's given me fight that I did not have on my own. I just didn't, and just no belief that I could do anything about this, but you making me. I'm gonna give it my all. That I'm gonna give it all I got. And I'm gonna give it some of what somebody else got. I'm gonna steal some got from somebody. I'm Gma gonna do a got robbery. I'm gonna give it all everybody around me got. But but it was good to hear stories of people that have been stage four and that have made it through all of that, and to hear that 16 years ago, and that to know all the things that are out there now. It was good to hear from my niece that the chemo is not. That you don't have to be sick from chemo no more, and all of the things that I was worried about. That those parts, um, anything to make it more tolerable. That uh, Nesto, thank you so much for the raid. All the alerts, none of the alerts are working. But thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. Um, yeah, let's find somebody to raid, because I'm just too nauseous. I don't want to be sick with y'all. I don't want to be. Well, I'm sick anyway, but I don't want to be. Uh, I don't want to be going through all of that with y'all here. Come on, come on, little Gmo. Oh, we got some other people, but they're doing digital puzzles. All right, let's go. Let's see here. Who else? Who else is live here? Oh, Deco, I see one of my babies is live. Excuse me, y'all. Ooh, I see somebody that y'all loved when we went there. Oh, some of y'all might be there, excuse me, there and here. Y'all like that person so much that y'all probably been going there every time they been live since then. Is my son live? Cause here is his boy, and he's playing with him. I never rated none of his friends. Mm. Alrighty. I'm just kicking back. I'm alright. I'm seeing people who have been talking to me on oh, they're gone. I'm seeing people who have been talking to me on social media. Thank you, Gonzo. Thank you so much. Y'all, I just said that Miss Ash rated us. That's why when I just went to Miss Ash thing, y'all, I swear to God, I'm gonna pull this thing up on my phone, and y'all gonna see it's gonna say Miss Ash rocks. I'm just sitting here saying, the alerts aren't working, but mighty funny when the cash came up, that cash alert worked, right? But I was like, I see some people who've been showing me love throughout this on social media, and I figured that we was gonna go and raid there. Y'all, let me show y'all. Right here at the bottom, it says an error occurred. Please try again. And I couldn't understand why the error occurred. Look at that. Thank you so much. Gma, Lord Jesus. Gma can use all the cash. Let me just say that part. My daughter's gonna set up my baby girl is gonna set up a GoFundMe, and it's gonna have different tiers to where when you give at different levels that um, um, my baby will be sending things out to you. If it's something that I signed or something that I say or little messages and all that kind of stuff, but she's gonna set up a whole GoFundMe for this y'all. This Miss Ash right here, right there, where it says an error occurred. I went there and I was like, why is it saying an error occurred? And then I look up because we don't have the alerts, and Miss Ash Rocks had just raided us. We was finna just go raid there. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, big boy. Thank y'all so much. Um, oh my goodness. I don't like not reading every message, but I'm so nauseous, y'all. Uh, Let me see. That go Yak and Lotus, Crispy Spidey, Odette, Bird Beach, hello. Oh, thank you so much. I love you back, gal. Hello, Shinobi. JT, hello. Get soon. Thank you so much, Nesto. Yes, Lotus, they got the chemo without the sickness. And my niece is on I don't know how dosages and all of that stuff goes, but she is getting the strongest of treatments, right? And she's gonna get 16 treatments, and then they gonna the people from City of Hope are gonna check to see if there's anything that they can do, because I was sharing that where my niece was diagnosed and where she's getting her chemo, that they already said that she was terminal, right? And but the City of Hope people said that they're gonna check her out after this. Ash, thank you so much. Y'all see how the money working? Ain't that something? Oh Lord. Oh God. He trying to help me. Okay. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. I'd rather not be in this situation, but I hear you. Thank you so much. 10 plus 10, then we double it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. I shouldn't hold my phone down. People real names gonna show. Thank you so much. Let me see here. DDS. Obsidian, hello. Hello, Chris. The girl named Chris. Cleopatra, hello. Thank you so much, Ash. Thank you. I'm so glad I was able to I'm glad I was able to get myself together and come on here and not look like a hoodlum or a bum, but and plus for one to let y'all see me, but so that I could see y'all, right? That I just needed that Scobrin hello when I tell you, and I say it all the time. Where my song at? I just really just have an opportunity to live out everything that I've always shared with the stream. That if something was to ever happen to me, that I would die on this stream, right? That anytime I'm going through anything, anytime something happens, that the first thing I want to do is come here and go live and to be with y'all. Want to, if any kind of good news, I want to go live and I want to share it with y'all first. Y'all, guess what happened, right? And oh my God, we just got two opportunities, and one of them is a paid opportunity, and it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and they know my situation. I forgot to tell y'all that they know my situation, and they are going to pay me a really, really good sum of money to be part of a promotion, and it's gonna be within the next week. I have to schedule it, but I was waiting until I just got the notice today. So after I talk to the people tomorrow and I get to schedule it, and then I'll do it. And even if something happened to me, my kids would get the money, right? Um, but it is more than, well, I've only been paid once before to do something on stream, and never by a puzzle company, but this is 2.5 times the amount that I was paid that one time, right? And it's a, and that was a nice chunk of change then, and I was shocked when that happened. I wasn't expecting it. I was like, I do this for the exposure. You mean you paying me? And so this is even a even bigger. Um, uh, it's an even bigger opportunity as far as exposure, but it is definitely bigger as far as money. Lord Jesus, I was like, they must have been trying to look out for me. Maybe they had a few slots and was like, let's give her one. Y'all know she needed. Come on, y'all seen Gma over there sick. Come on, go on. But whatever, however it happened, uh, Lord, I thank you for that. And there are two other opportunities that I'll be able to share with you shortly. But oh my goodness, to get a paid opportunity, I was like, wait a minute. Do I get to start making a wish now? Can I make a wish? After I get my papers, can I say I want this? Hey, can y'all just pay off this house that my daughter bought me, so my daughter don't have to be in debt, because she loved her mama and she didn't want her mama to be in a position where people could put me out, that I was getting too old to move, and that I make my baby have to all this money on a place that she gonna end up paying for that she would have never even been in. This was the place that she got for me to stay, right? And and now she's been having to pay for, right? And and if it was just one thing I could do, how I was just talking about getting myself a recliner, and I was talking about getting my teeth done. I'm gonna raise $30,000 and get my teeth done. But how now? Ain't nobody thinking about no teeth, right? How quickly those thoughts passed when all of this happened. But if I could do something and just raise the money to pay this place off, so she doesn't have to stay here, that she can move wherever she wants to move, and that she doesn't have this debt hanging over her head because she was trying to be good to her mama, right? She's been helping me since she was 14 years old. And if it's just something I could do to help her, that thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you for all the cash. Thank you. Cash and compliments, y'all. Cash and compliments. Thank you. I love you and I appreciate you. That is something. Miss Ash rocks, y'all. That is a trip. We was on our way. We was literally on our way. So many people. It's gonna be somebody else on here. It's gonna be somebody else. I want to pull somebody from social media, but yeah, I pulled this song up. That's what I was gonna say. Is that I had always said. Oh, I did say it. I said it. That I had said for when I got the news in 2022 that I was like, I'll die right here on the stream. And I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't want to die in front of y'all, but I'll be on live up to the last moment. But I was thinking about that too. I was like, well, if I start looking too bad, then I don't want to get on here looking really sick and pitiful, right? Or I have to go with no camera. So I don't know. Y'all, I'm telling you, you'll start thinking about all kind of things, right? That's things never ever crossed my mind before. But I've been thinking about all kinds of things. And all right, all right, come on. Oh, I was gonna catch up over here. My lips are hurting now. Can't live without you. Without you. Can't live without you. Can't live without you. Thank you, Scobrin. Thank you. Can't live without you. Where is come on. You don't have to be this sad. Come on. Without you. I took one look at you. You were my destiny. Okay, Icebone. Icebone is sleeping. I need to get by. I'll do my best. Mr. Schnitzel rated us when it said last stream before surgery. And I went back and looked at Mr. Schnitzel's stream. And somebody was saying something about somebody else being live or something, right? And then they typed in the chat, they was like, Gmail having surgery. This her last stream before surgery. And Mr. Schnitzel say, I'm laughing, I'm not crying. Mr. Schnitzel was like, he was like, oh shit, we have to raid Gmail. He say, what if something happens and we never see Gmail again? He was like, that's where we're going. Like that was the decision maker, right? Like that. Oh my goodness. That's where we gonna go. Let's go there. Let's just go there. Oh my goodness. He said, what if something happens to Gmail and we never see her again? And the way he held look on his face, he was like, that's where we're going. Oh my goodness. It was so funny though, y'all. I'm sitting there and I'm just because they had literally just rated us, and I know that they're not a large community, but they like to go and show love to different people, right? And so when they rated me back to back, I was like, and when they came in on the raid, I was like, now this is special because I be in this stream and you don't do this. And when I went back and I looked at it, I was rolling. It was sad, but it was real, right? That y'all, I swear I can deal with anything. Just arm me with the facts, right? If I know what's going on, just tell me exactly what it is. I can handle anything as long as I know, right? And I'm saying I can handle anything as long as I know. It don't mean that I ain't gonna be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and sobbing because I am, right? It don't mean none of that, but um, everything, the decisions and different things you have to go through throughout the day and all of that. If you know what it is you're dealing with, and then you can deal with it, right? But it's the whole not knowing. All right, Mr. Snitzel, here we come, Mr. Snitzel, and I love me some Mr. Snitzel too, y'all. Oh, my lip hurts so bad. When I tell y'all they busted my lips, my lips are busted. They hurt. And I don't want to be losing this weight this fast. As hard as I've been working to lose weight, well, the whole weight loss started was for my health because I didn't want to die. And so I started losing weight for my heart. I was getting all that fat off of my heart, and not having to take all the different diabetes and high blood pressure medicine, all of that, and I did so well. And now it feel like the way this weight coming off these past days, but I haven't been able to eat. So that, but this ain't the way I. This wasn't the weight loss plan. This wasn't my preferred weight loss plan, right? But if I lose it, don't think I ain't gonna go give me a couple of cute outfits and take me some nice pictures on the way out the door. Don't you even think that ain't gonna happen? That is definitely gonna go down, huh? I'm gonna be right up in INC, and I'm gonna be getting me an extra small, child. That Gmail gonna be posing everywhere. Don't you even think y'all ain't gonna see a whole portfolio. Don't even think that. Oh my goodness gracious, y'all. Oh, I love y'all so much. Y'all come at me with all your little jokes and your foolishness on Instagram and Twitter, especially in the Discord. I'm not fragile. I'm not fragile. I'll come with all of the foolishness. I don't care what it is. Right, Scobra, and that's what I'm saying. Because I got to the point where I was off of all of my medicine. I was on I take methadone for fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, sciatica, for chronic pain. So I had got down to where I was only on my pain meds. And all of a sudden, my blood pressure started spiking. I was like, why is my blood pressure this high? And I'm still just losing the weight. Not a whole, I lost 47 pounds. Uh, just 4 ounces at a time. 47 pounds. It took me over a year to do it, but I was consistent, right? And got off of all of those meds. Then all of a sudden, why is my blood pressure starts spiking over 200 and all kind of different stuff, and then the pain and the nausea and then the bleeding and all of that. Like, it's like it gotta be something. And to think that I had to be sick all of that time because I was doing so good taking care of myself. I was doing so well. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So You know. Used to be. Come on. Let's go, Gmo. I always get when it start getting harder and harder for me to go live, and then it be harder and harder for me to leave because I'm like, I don't know the next time I'm gonna be able to go live, and so you don't be wanting to leave, right? But I'll be back soon. I might be back tomorrow. Who knows? I'm gonna do it every time I can. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna take advantage of every moment that I have. I ain't gonna be thinking that I'm able to get up, but let me just rest today and I'll wait for tomorrow. That is not gonna be my thought process. Anytime that I can get up and move and do something, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take advantage of every single moment. That it's gonna be that. All right, come on, Gmail. Let's go. You are my pride and joy. I ain't gonna play our other song that we leave because I don't want to start crying. I'm not finna be. We ain't finna be crying, y'all. We are not finna be crying. I'm saying that now. We ain't finna be crying tonight. Maybe tomorrow. We not gonna cry tonight though. Pride and joy. Pride and joy. Hello, Lundy. How are you? I love you, Lundy. Yeah, baby. Yeah, and me and Nexus got all of the same things. Well, almost all of the same things. The whole damn town. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. You're gonna be back. You're gonna be back soon. Come on, go on and get out of here. All righty, y'all. I love you right back. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you. I love you. From the depths of my soul, I swear I do. I thank you for everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, y'all. Thank you. Okay, I lied. I'm going to cry. All right, hurry up. We're going. Hurry up, hurry up. Bye, y'all. Bye, 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 bye.